Samuel grew up in a house where nobody asked how he was doing. People spoke around him, not to him. Decisions were made without his presence. When food was shared, his portion was always the smallest. When blame was needed, his name was always the easiest to mention. Over time, Samuel learned that being quiet was safer than being noticed. As a child, he thought neglect was normal. He believed every home felt cold. Every laugh sounded distant, and every hug came with conditions. He did not know that other children were comforted when they cried. He only knew that crying changed nothing. So he stopped. Instead, he watched. He watched how adults pretended not to see him. He watched how kindness appeared only when visitors were around. He watched how promises were made loudly and broken silently. These observations settled deep inside him, shaping how he understood the world. At night, while others slept, Samuel lay awake listening. He counted footsteps. He memorized voices. He noticed how tone changed when money was discussed. He noticed fear hidden behind anger. He noticed weakness hidden behind authority. Without knowing it, Samuel was training his mind. School offered no relief. His clothes were old. His books were borrowed. His confidence was missing. Teachers praised loud students. Classmates respected bold ones. Samuel was neither. He spoke only when spoken to, and even then, softly. But his silence made people careless. They spoke freely around him, never realizing he was listening. They mocked him, never realizing he was learning. They assumed he was slow, never realizing he was thinking far ahead of them. When he was hungry, Samuel did not complain. He calculated how long hunger lasted. He learned which days were harder and which moments passed quickly. Hunger stopped being pain and became information. At 12, Samuel realized something important. Everything people ignored had value. Leftover food, broken items, forgotten people. The world threw away more than it destroyed. That idea stayed with him. At 14, he began fixing discarded things. Not because he loved fixing, but because it taught him how value was created. He sold quietly, never drawing attention. He hid his small earnings carefully, knowing that discovery would mean loss. At home, neglect turned sharper. His stepfather saw him as useless. His presence annoyed the man. Samuel was blamed for accidents, mistakes, and problems that had nothing to do with him. One wrong look could lead to punishment. One question could lead to anger. Samuel learned control. He learned when to speak, when to stay invisible, when to agree, when to disappear. One night, while passing a room he was not meant to enter, Samuel heard something that froze him. His stepfather was talking about money, not loudly but nervously. Numbers were mentioned, profits, losses, hidden transactions. Samuel stood still. He listened. The story did not match the man's complaints. The man who said life cheated him was cheating life instead. Samuel felt something new that night. Not anger, not fear, awareness. From that moment, Samuel began to observe more carefully. He memorized numbers without writing them down. He learned how prices moved. He noticed patterns in supply and demand. He understood where money disappeared and where it quietly gathered. By 17, Samuel understood business better than many adults, but he said nothing. Knowledge, he realized, was safest when hidden. When Samuel turned 18, the house rejected him completely. He was told he had no place there anymore. A small bag was given to him. The door closed. The street welcomed him without mercy. The nights were cold. Hunger returned stronger. Fear whispered louder. But Samuel did not panic. He had survived worse environments. This time, at least, the rules were honest. He worked wherever he could. He carried loads, cleaned spaces, watched how businesses treated workers. He learned how systems broke down under pressure. He learned how desperation made people foolish. Eventually, Samuel saved enough to start something small. It wasn't much, but it was hope. For the first time, he trusted someone, a partner who spoke confidently, a partner who promised growth. One morning, Samuel woke up to nothing. The money was gone. The partner was gone. The future he imagined collapsed in silence. Samuel sat alone for a long time. Then he breathed. He understood something painful and powerful. Trust without structure was danger. Emotion without strategy was weakness. From that moment, Samuel changed. He stopped chasing fast success. He stopped explaining himself. He studied systems deeply, laws, timing, human behavior. He learned how people reacted under pressure. He learned when to move and when to wait. Years passed quietly. While others announced their dreams, Samuel built quietly. While others rushed, Samuel prepared. He positioned himself where others overlooked. He invested in skills, not appearances. He listened more than he spoke. Then, slowly, opportunities began to appear. A failing business here, a market shift there, a mistake others ignored. Samuel noticed what others didn't. He stepped in calmly, prepared. Money began to grow, not loudly, not suddenly, but steadily. People who once ignored him started noticing patterns they couldn't explain. Deals worked when Samuel was involved. Systems stabilized. Profits appeared where chaos once lived. When people asked questions, Samuel smiled politely and said little. Eventually, the city spoke his name carefully. Samuel did not seek revenge. He sought balance. He returned to places that shaped him and created paths where silence was once punished. He built opportunities for those who were overlooked but capable. One evening, Samuel stood by a window again, watching city lights glow. The same sight from his childhood. But now, it felt different. The city no longer towered over him. He understood it. Neglect had not ruined him. It had sharpened him. It taught him patience, awareness, and control. Wealth did not change Samuel. It simply revealed the strength he was forced to build in silence.